Hi Virgo, welcome to your mid-March general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Virgo. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear this message. Hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Virgo. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Virgo and cross watchers that energy is fluid. This means you may feel like the situation I'm describing, you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear and set the energy, and then we'll dive right on in using the cards. So let's go ahead and take a breath and tune into Virgo for love and romance. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's happening for my Virgos in love and romance. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Anyone dealing with the Virgo? What do you need to know about your love life at this time? What is happening and unfolding for you guys from now to the end of March? Let's see. All right, that was fast. Spirit wants to get right to it. We have reconciliation, and it says someone from your past is returning to your life. So someone definitely wants to reconcile with you, Virgo. Someone wants to come back, apologize, reconnect. Since you guys have been apart, they've been missing you. They've been wondering how you've been doing. And I think you guys have been feeling that too energetically, or even you see that they stop by your social media, have been liking your posts, stuff like that. This person wants to come back to say that they're still interested, that they still care. And if you guys have had separation or if you have been distant from them, they want to change all that. I'm feeling air energy for some of you guys, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You could be dealing with an air sign or you could have strong air in your chart. But yeah, let's keep going a bit further here. Tell me more, Spirit, about this reconciliation energy. Tell me more. Passion. Okay, try something you've never done before. Interesting. You know, Virgo, I gotta say, what I'm getting from this combination here of reconciliation and passion, and especially the words, try something you've never done before. Okay, couple things. This person definitely has an ego. And maybe that ego is something that kind of repelled you, Virgo, because you're not down with that, ever. Virgos are they're very confident, but they're also humble, and they don't like it when too much is being flexed on by them. It's just something that doesn't impress a Virgo, from what I've observed with my Virgo friends and even my Virgo husband. So I feel almost as if this person has a huge ego. Maybe they were the ones to leave. Maybe they felt some type of way after you stopped talking to them, after you stopped hanging out with them. And so at first they didn't take it very well, and may have been acting out, whether they're telling people some sort of story as to why you guys stopped talking that wasn't really accurate, or even trying to be with someone else, hoping that you'd notice, hoping that you'd get jealous in some sort of way. But what I'm leading to is that with this reconciliation, they're usually the type of person, if their ego gets triggered, their ego gets challenged, they just dip because it's not meeting their expectation of what they're hoping for to be true about themselves. You're just too real. And you don't have time to fluff up someone's ego for that. And usually they just walk away with the people who do that to them. But Virgo, there's a passion here that is driving them that they've never really felt as strongly for anyone else before. So I think they really are, through this reconciliation, doing something that they never have done for anyone else. Like I said, usually they're deuces, they're out, they're on to the next. They can't really move on from you. And that's something that's kind of stumping them, and that's making their higher selves or their consciousness kind of elevate as far as how they really feel about you. It's something that they can't fake. It's something that they can't deny. It's something that they can't hide with this passion here. With this passion card, I do have to say, and maybe you are feeling this too, there's a lot of sexual attraction towards you, Virgo. You definitely know what to do to get them going, even if you're not doing it for them. The certain pictures you post, the certain way you walk, you talk, it's just really gets them riled up here. And so the thoughts that they recycle from all the times you guys were together, hanging out, maybe even were intimate with one another, with this passion card here, is something that has not been able to fade out, has not been able to die out, and that's why it's leading them to want to reconcile with you. The letter P is sticking out for me, as in Paul, as in Priscilla. First, middle, last initial may mean something to someone. I'm also seeing someone with a name ending with an R, very randomly, but it may be for someone out there. Let's keep going. What does this person want to tell Virgo that they haven't told Virgo, but afraid to tell Virgo? And it's, I keep thinking about when I first saw you. So for a lot of you, this is someone you've met face to face that you probably live nearby, not too far from, at most like 20, 30 minutes. You guys live in the same city, the same area. Maybe you guys could have met online and then met face to face and they were taken aback. They thought you looked better than the photos, which is rare these days. You were not a catfisher. And they still think about how instant the attraction was towards you, Virgo. From the moment they met you, they knew this is going to be someone that was going to stick with them for a long time. And I wonder what you guys did when you first met. I wonder if it was a certain date that was really fun, if it was some sort of event, concert that you went to together. But yeah, they really have not been able to get you off their mind. They haven't stopped thinking about you. Particularly, they definitely feel as if there hasn't been anyone that has hold a flame quite like you have, Virgo. And I am getting someone with a fire rising sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Does not have to be the case for everyone, obviously. Interesting. Let's go ahead and dive into the tarot. So with the tarot, I'm going to ask how do they feel about you? What do they think about you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? What are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Virgo? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? So feelings are involved. There's no question about that, with the Queen of Cups being how they feel about you. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, or someone could have strong Cancer in their chart. But yeah, I mean, talk about someone that is very sensitive when it comes to you. I almost feel as if their family member and their friends know you're not someone to bring up in conversation. Again, maybe because of the ego thing that I was picking up on a bit earlier. Maybe it's because of the way things ended between the two of you. It wasn't so great. It was a bit messy, or they feel even a bit embarrassed by it because they know that really wasn't the truth of how they felt. So like for example, if they were the ones to pull away and ghost or even stop talking, I felt there was something, again, that was starting to hit a little too hard for them, especially with the Queen of Cups here, or even that their ego is being challenged in a way. A lot of air here, a lot of air. So a lot of thoughts, a lot of reflection, a lot of thinking about what to do with this. But the question is this something that they're really going to pursue? And if they are going to pursue it, are they really going to stick by it? Because there hasn't been anything that's been proven to you, Virgo, of any consistency. So let's see. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. Libra energy. So with this Two of Swords here, yeah, someone definitely was the one to just pull out of conversation. I meant that, like literally I'm seeing deuces here, and I've seen it throughout the whole reading. Just something someone said really set the other person off. Or even the way they were communicating, it just wasn't what you liked at all. It was very, maybe like, it was either flexing type of energy, which again, if you guys aren't aware of that terminology, kind of bragging, showing off, trying to be like, oh, you know, you're just an option, not something to really consider. Again, I don't know why people play those games. They may think that it makes them more of something that another person would want. And maybe that's with some people who may have lower self-esteems, who may think that that's the only way they could be loved, but that's not you, Virgo, and that is not your story. I really do feel most of you, you're the ones that kind of put the X on the conversation. You're the ones to tap out. You're the ones to kind of pull away from this. And then since then, it's been hard to get back into conversation with you. It's been hard for you to open up. If you guys have been talking, it's been very little. Not the same way you used to. And even with this Two of Swords here, it's almost as if you've been ignoring them or purposely trying to ignore them because you felt like if they were just going to keep on giving you the runaround, keep on playing these games, what's worth it to stick into it, right? So it's almost as if you've been doing things proactively, like blocking their number or removing them from following you on social media. And they kind of get the sense that you're completely guarded now. And again, maybe in a lot of ways before, they were the ones to play that card with other people. If they got bored or disinterested, they were the ones to quick to cut it and move on to the next. But now that what you're doing to them is something that they did to others, it's really stumping them. Truly. I'm seeing a park bench that, I don't know, maybe the both of you had a conversation by. Maybe someone lives by a park and you guys used to meet up at that park quite a bit. But I really do see someone here with the Two of Swords not budging, not giving in to the passions that maybe was very hot between the two of you. You're not just going to say, okay, just because I'm bored, I want to text, or just because I'm feeling lonely, I'm going to text. You really held out. So now they feel like there's pressures on them to do something if they do want to continue this. But they really get with this Two of Swords what you're about. The things that do work and the things that don't work, they know it. Those are the two swords they're holding with now. But now they have to decide if their ego is worth losing this with you. So let's jump right on in. How they feel about you is the Queen of Cups. Cancer energy. Besides the astrological connotation, this is someone who is very nurturing, very caring, very sweet. And this is what you like to see from people. You don't like to see the overconfidence. You don't like to see the charming, tough type of energy. I think you're kind of done with that. Maybe at a time that was something that you were attracted to when you were younger. But now that you're looking for something more of your resonance of what you're finding, you want something more mature and emotionally mature. Not someone that just acts off their emotions in an immature way, an emotionally unavailable way. So if this is how they feel about you, they feel very connected to you. They are in love with you, or let's just say if that's something that makes you feel uncomfortable, they like you a lot, a lot. They always reminisce about you, daydream about you, fantasize about you. Someone's favorite color is blue, or someone could have been wearing blue the last time you saw them, or you're wearing blue right now, and this is just confirmations for you guys. Someone could live by the water, whether that's a bay, a lake, an ocean. But yeah, this is kind of what's driving them to want to reconnect. The passion and the love that they have for you. But there's still some more maturing to do. And I think they need to kind of start sitting in their heart space with you and being comfortable with that, being okay with that. Because if they're not, that's kind of what makes them retreat and makes them start to act out in a way that is really not in alignment with you. I'm smelling coconut. I don't know if someone has like coconut spray, lotion, uses coconut oil for their hair, cooking, I don't know. But I'm just smelling coconut for some reason. But yeah, they reminisce, they think, they have a lot of feelings here, and they feel like they want to reach out to you to express themselves fully. But what they think about this situation is the Three of Swords. And this is a big block that is not easy to get over, and they know that. So they know there's been hurt here. They know there's been heartbreak here. Whether that's on both sides or one side, I do feel as if they know that they've hurt you, Virgo, through their inability to actually express how they feel accurately, through their old patterns of trying to just ignore it or to block it out. They think that your heart is blocked, definitely from this situation here with the combination of the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. And I think that is what has been preventing them from reaching out to you fully. Not just, liking your pictures or anything like that, but actually reaching out and saying, hey, you know what? I really do miss you. I'm sorry. I know I wasn't there for you the way I should have been. I could have handled this a lot better. But also, they think that maybe if they were to reach out, you would return the favor of the Three of Swords. Be clear, cut, honest, or not even reply, which I think drives them even more crazy. Because, okay, they get it if you were just saying, like, look, I'm not interested, versus just leaving it with no clarity or closure. They're afraid that you're just going to return their expressing of this Queen of Cups type of energy to you with the Three of Swords. And maybe, Virgo, you do view that in some ways tit for tat. And that's something that they may know it's due to them. But they're not really ready to kind of face that or to accept that. And that's why they've kept their distance, despite their energy being sent out to you for sure. You definitely pick up on their vibes with the Queen of Cups here. Their feelings, their energies. Don't second guess your intuition when it comes to this, Virgo, because you're absolutely correct on how they feel. Even if they've never shown that to you, even if they've never expressed that, you feel it and you know it. That's what Spirit's telling me very clearly for some of you that keep on going back and forward on trusting how you feel. What they like the most about you is the Page of Wands. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and this is where I was getting that fire rising. Someone may be much younger with the Page of Wands, and that's something that they kind of liked about you. Whether that gave them a little bit of an ego boost if they were older, or you're kind of like a breath of fresh air. You are exciting. You are fun to be around. They love your smile. Something about your smile, whether you have great teeth, maybe even like a small gap in your front teeth, or even dimples, something unique about your smile that they absolutely love. You're funny. You're really funny. You always crack them up. I think too with this Page of Wands that you're someone who's very active. And that's why, anything that kind of wastes your passions, wastes your energy, you block off. Because there's so much more you want to do. There's so much more that you want to achieve. And if someone's not on the same mindset, the same frequency, you're on to the next. I'm hearing fearless from someone here. I don't know, you're the type of person that if someone were to ask truth or dare, you say dare. Bring it on. Let's see what you have for me. And they find that exciting. And if we want to talk about the Page of Wands too, yes, a very strong sacral chakra energy that you unlock within them, very strong passions, desires. They do describe you to be sexy, cute. They've shown off your pictures to their friends and bragging about, talking to you. Again, you definitely ego here, and you definitely have boosted their ego in a lot of ways. You also dress very sexy. I mean, even men can dress sexy. I know some men like to think, oh, this is for girls because they're describing it as sexy. No, you could wear like a V-neck sweater that shows off your collarbone, your chest. I'm even seeing like a bit of a hairy chest for someone out there that someone finds attractive. But for girls too, yeah. You like to show off your body. You're confident. But what they don't like about you is the Ace of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You want something real. You want something that someone will devote to, put energy, time in, that can have a lot of potential. So with this, interestingly enough, of what they don't like about you, Virgo, honestly, I think that for what you're looking for and what you want, they think you're expecting too much. They think that maybe for some of you, you nitpick if it's not perfect. And again, I'm not saying this is the case. Not everyone's perspectives of us are true per se. Maybe this is just excuses they use to not really fully follow through with you. But maybe it's almost as if, Virgo, you were kind of putting it out there, like either commit to me, put a ring on it, or be real with me. And if you can't do that, yeah, you can show your way out the door. And with this Ace of Pentacles too, I almost wonder if this has been a bit, they kind of decided to move on. Even with the Three of Swords, maybe there's someone else that they've gotten involved with. It didn't measure up to you. Okay, this is the Ace of Pentacles. This is someone that is a diamond in the rough, and someone that's not easily to be equated to. And so for some of you, if they did try to involve themselves with another person or try to go on multiple dates to forget about you, they knew you were the real one that they should have held on to. And it bothers them that they chose something else or someone else when they could have had you. Very clearly here. Others of you were looking for a commitment when they didn't want to give one. And maybe that was an argument or an ongoing dispute that you had with this person for a long time, especially if it was going on for a few months. Where is this going? Is it going anywhere? They may have also viewed you to be someone that likes to be a little bit spoiled. If it's not your message, don't take it. But someone that likes to be treated to, go out on a nice date to, not just Chili's. You want to go to a nice steakhouse, or you want to go to a restaurant that is your favorite restaurant that provides good meals that may be a little bit more expensive, but the quality definitely meets the expense of how much it is. And they may have thought it was too expensive to date you. Just throwing that out there for some of you as well. What they like the most about this connection is the Eight of Cups. Pisces energy. This is the calling to you, Virgo, that they've always felt, even since you guys stopped talking, even since you guys went on your different ways. They still feel very pulled to you. And they may have tried again to find other vices, other people to fulfill that want, but it always goes back to you. And that's why they want to come back. That is why they want to reconcile with you. For some of you who are already dealing with this person being back, there's still more they haven't told you about why they're here. And I feel it comes from a feeling base that they've been trying to avoid, but they still even feel themselves in the dark about it. They don't know why, again, so strongly they feel bound to you, guided to you. It's something, again, they've never felt before or never have done before for someone else. I'm hearing sirens call. And that could just be a metaphor from spirit about even if they think this is dangerous or even if they think they're at risk for being hurt, they still can't help but hear the calling and want to move forward towards it. And maybe, Virgo, if you were the ones to walk away, you felt that this wasn't emotionally fulfilling for you, it was emotionally draining you or even hurting you. They want to make up for it. They want to get you back. They want to chase after you. And I do feel this is the type of person, when it comes to you, specifically, only, that they like the chase. They like the chase. And they want to take up the challenge right now. There is someone who likes to walk barefoot around the house. I'm seeing someone with wooden floors. What they don't like about this connection is the Five of Swords, Aquarius energy. So for some of you, especially those where they know you're funny, you may be particularly good at roasting people, calling them out, letting them know exactly how you feel about the situation. They don't want to be put on the spot. They know there's a lot that you have to say, or they just could assume based off of how everything ended between the two of you, that there's some truths that you won't let slide, that you'll definitely let out, that will make them feel worse about the situation, bad about how they handled it. They definitely know you're the type to call people out, and they know that they'd be under that scrutiny. And because of their frail ego, for some, it's hard for them to kind of face that, even if it is the truth, even if it is everything they need to hear. They don't want to hear it. Because either it makes them feel bad, or either because it does hurt their feelings. But, I think it would be fair in a way that you can present your truth honestly, clearly about what this person put you through, with the back and forth, with the high hopes and then the disappointments. They're also afraid of the gossip that's going on about the situation, that your family member, your friends may be kind of talking about as far as you two. They definitely think other people have been involved in this now, that either the beans have been spilled and someone's been putting the tea out there. And also, if they have chosen to be involved with someone else, trying to get over you, I think they're afraid of having that conversation with the other person about how they really still are in love with you or have more feelings for you. And they know that's just going to cause another whole dramatic situation within this connection already. A lot of drama here. A lot of drama through truths being expressed, finding out, discovering. And I think that has always been the situation within this connection between the two of you. And I don't think you don't like this about the connection either, Virgo. Highest hopes is the Four of Swords. Libra energy. What I feel with this Four of Swords for some of you is definitely to kind of get you out of that space of not wanting to talk, not wanting to fix this, to be more open to it, to hear them out, to see if this can kind of be built, to get your guard down, to get you to communicate is something they're hoping for. And if they can't, if it's really just so clear that this isn't going to happen, this isn't going to progress through, they hope that they can just start forgetting about you. Or forgetting you altogether. Excuse me. Sometimes when we channel, the words get all jumbled up. But they're hoping that they can just put this aside, and if they can't have this with you, there's no opportunity to do so. You're over it, done with it. They're hoping that they can try to start building separation between the two of you and blocking off their feelings for you. Trying to think of this in a logical way. But it's been hard for them, and they have not been successful yet. Especially their pride. Their pride wants to be still intact if they did have the opportunity to open up to you. They're afraid of getting turned down and rejected, especially with the Three of Swords here. But the deepest fears is the Knight of Swords. Gemini energy. That from where you're coming from, how you see this, there is no place of love, acceptance, forgiveness. You'd come at them pretty brutally, honestly. They don't want to fight. They're afraid that if they were to reach out to you, it'd just be another fight, an argument. They're afraid that the communication, even if it, for some of you, if it's just barely there, is going to stop altogether. But yeah, just truly with this Knight of Swords card, they're afraid of coming out of the dust, coming out of the dark, to just be rejected in a very, very brutal way. Whether that's a place you're coming from or that's just how they envision it, that's what they're afraid of. And they're afraid that everything that has been said about them, that you've already discussed with others will be used against them. So Virgo, to see the likely outcome of the situation, what is likely to happen from now till the end of March? Are they going to reach out? What is there to expect? Are they just going to let this all pass away because they're too afraid to do anything about it? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome of the situation, and I'm also going to pull some oracle cards as well to just dive deeper into this whole reading to ask Spirit if there's anything else you need to know. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where I depart, Virgo, I really hope that this reading has resonated with you. I hope it's provided you with clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to whatever it is you're going through in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Virgo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Virgo.